The MAGA wing of the Republican Party continues to melt down right now. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Donald Trump are in this public feud. We knew about that. It started overnight. It's happening again today. Donald Trump now has even a new nickname for Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's no longer Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's now Marjorie Taylor Brown. Can't even make it up if I tried. Why? Because according to him, green grass turns brown when it rots. Now it's forcing people within the MAGA sect, this America First sect of the Republican Party, to choose a side. Are they with the president, who is a lame duck, or are they with Marjorie Taylor Greene, who really is positioning herself in a lot of ways to be the leader of the America First movement after Donald Trump leads? And so you have this major power struggle, and Republicans behind the scenes are being forced to choose a side. And the first big test will be as soon as this Tuesday or Wednesday, when the House of Representatives votes on whether or not to release the Epstein files. The discharge petition is going to pass. I'm not worried about that. The question is by how much. Right now, Republicans and Democrats who want the Epstein files released need to have a veto-proof majority in the House of Representatives to really get these files across the finish line. To get there, they need about 290 votes in the House. Right now, they have 219. That's before any new Republican joins to release the files. But we know that up to 100, potentially more House Republicans are currently considering breaking from the White House, breaking from the president, and voting on the discharge petition. And if that happens, well, then you're going to have a veto proof majority. You're going to have a House of Representatives that could override a lame duck president's veto. Now, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe because people need to know about this in this moment, and that helps spread the word. So this morning, Marjorie Taylor Greene put this statement out. Good morning. I want to thank everyone who texted and posted and commented support for me. You are all so kind, and I appreciate love and support you too. I never thought that fighting to release the Epstein files, defending women who were victims of rape, and fighting to expose the web of rich, powerful elites would have caused this, but here we are. And it truly speaks for itself. There needs to be a new way forward. I do want to direct your attention to that third paragraph. She really is blaming Donald Trump's meltdown, turning on her demanding the release of the Epstein files. And I do think it underscores exactly where we are as a nation, that the president of the United States is willing to essentially hide and conceal these files, despite even people close to him, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, demanding their release. She goes on to say, the toxic political industrial complex thrives on ripping us all apart, but never delivers anything good for the American people whom I love. The PIC tells us to hate each other, fundraises off why we have to hate each other, and pits Americans against each other to the point of violence and nearing civil war. This is also wrong. We can have our own differences and differing opinions, but we can still love and respect one another. We have far more in common than we have apart. I believe in the American people more than I believe in any leader or political party, and the American people deserve so much better than how they've been treated by both sides of the aisle. The way forward is America first, America only, and that may be the most dangerous pursuit of all. So you can see here she's really positioning herself to try to lead this kind of America First sect of the Republican Party. If I had to guess, the people that would be in this sect are the Lauren Boeberts of the world, the Tucker Carlsons of the world. Very, very far right individuals who will never caucus with Democrats on 80% of issues, but will caucus with Democrats on issues like the Epstein files where there is some overlap. And while in response, Donald Trump put out this statement. Lightweight Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Brown, green grass turns brown when it begins to rot, betrayed the entire Republican Party when she turned left, performed poorly on the pathetic view, and became the rhino that we all know she always was. Just another fake politician, no different than Rand Paul Jr., Thomas Massie, who got caught being a full-fledged Republican in name only, rhino, make America great again. It's clear how quickly the president of the United States could immediately pull his support for one of his closest allies on Capitol Hill, just because she disagrees with him on one issue. And I think that a lot of people are missing the point in that this is going to be a larger test of the next 2.5, 3 years of Donald Trump's term. He is a lame duck president. He can't run for a third term no matter how much he wants to. And so it's setting up a situation now where Republicans on Capitol Hill either have to do one of two things: side with Trump and support him, knowing that in just 1 year they could be voted out of office because his approval ratings are that bad, or in 3 years they could be isolated because Donald Trump will be leaving, or two, start to break from him. Maybe not as publicly as Marjorie Taylor Greene is, but at least privately and behind the scenes, because they know that at least ultimately they want a career on Capitol Hill a lot longer than Donald Trump will have a career in the White House, because right now he is a lame duck president. And one of those Republicans, Kevin Kiley, who actually is very upset at his own party right now, has come out now, becoming the latest Republican, to say that he will vote to release the Epstein files.
I want to start first with this potential vote. You did not support the discharge petition. How are you planning to vote next week?
Yeah, I'm going to vote yes. I mean, I've said all along I'm for total transparency here, consistent with protecting the victims, and so this is going to be coming for a yes up or down vote on the House floor next week, and I plan to vote yes.
As you heard from him directly, he's going to vote yes when it gets to a vote of the full House of Representatives, which will be next week. If I had to guess, somewhere on Tuesday or Wednesday. And so Republicans like Kevin Kiley are breaking from Trump, but that doesn't mean Kevin Kiley is siding directly with Marjorie Taylor Greene. And so we're in a situation now where essentially what happens next? What happens next for this Republican Party? Now, meanwhile, reporters are still trying to figure out, well, Donald Trump, why did you get that MRI? Remember way back when he got that MRI during his semi-annual physical? Why'd you get it? And they asked him. He didn't know.
If we denuclearize.
Mr. President, could you tell us why you needed to get an MRI? I understand that the results were good, but what was it for?
Because it's part of my physical. Getting an MRI is very standard. Well, you think I shouldn't have it? Other people got it.
Typically an MRI
I had an
is a
MRI.
specific part of your body.
Here's what the story is. I had an MRI. The doctor said it was the best result he has ever seen as a doctor. That's it. But I had an MRI as part of my standard yearly, or I think they do it every 2 years, but I have the physical every year, and the result was outstanding.
Was it your brain?
Did you
or
know?
heart,
I have no idea what they analyzed, but whatever they analyzed it well, and they said that I had as good a result as they've ever seen. Now, the other thing I took, as you know, a very advanced test on mental acuity, because I think a president should have.
So he goes on to talk about the advanced test that he took about mental acuity. But here's the thing. If I ever got an MRI, I feel like I would know what body part they scanned. How come the president of the United States doesn't know? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to have another update for you very soon, so stay tuned for more.